Hi there guys, my name is Jacob and welcome back to my channel. Now, I've just been reading that exam results in the UK have been released this week, and for A-levels there has been an increase in the amount of A-star to A-level grades given out, and it's gone from something like 27.2 to 27.8% of all grades given out were A-star to A, and I think that is incredible. I mean, congratulations to anybody who has got those results, because that is really good going. And also in the results, it said that around 80% of all people that applied for their first choice course to university got accepted onto that first choice course. So again, this is incredible news, and that is a high percentage of people that will be going on to university to study what they want to study. But the flip side to all this is there are people that didn't get the exam results they wanted and sadly won't be going to university, or at least won't be going on to the course that they maybe really wanted to as their first choice. And, you know, I myself have experienced this. Now, when I went to college, I also did A-levels and I did 4 of them. I did English, psychology, sociology and economics. But out of the 4 that I took, I only passed 1 of them, which was English. I failed the other 3. So I'm well aware of how it feels to be given a sheet of paper that says you failed and that you won't be going to university. I'm well aware of that feeling. And this video is for those people, because what I want to tell you is it's not the end of the world. Yeah, you might not be going to university right now, and you might not be going on the course that you desperately wanted to go to, but it isn't the end of the world, because people build up university as you've got to go, it's unmissable, you know, life won't be the same if you don't have a degree, all these different things. And I guess some of it may be true depending on what profession you want to go into, because undoubtedly there are professions that require you to have a degree. But what I can tell you for certain is to have a successful career or a successful life, it is not required to have a degree. I work with plenty of people in my profession that doesn't require a degree. I work with plenty of people who have degrees and they've still ended up in the same job as me. And my job is not bad. I won't say who I work for, but I work for a telecoms company. And I have had a fairly successful career so far. I'm 31 years old and I'm on a mid-40s salary. So by no means is that a bad salary to be on. And I don't have a degree. I never went to university and I failed college miserably. So like I say, it isn't the end of the world. Now, for me personally, as I said, I failed college, but 2 weeks after I got that letter to tell me that I'd failed 3 out of 4 courses, I also got another letter that said I'd been accepted onto an apprenticeship for the company that I work for now. Now, the apprenticeship was for the lowest level job that I could have had at the company. It was starting, no word of a lie, at the bottom. But that was okay, because honestly, that is what I wanted. I was so desperate after finishing college to just get a job and start earning money and get out in the working world. I was sick of education. And to be quite honest, I didn't want to go to university anyway. I only really went to college because it's what my mom wanted me to do, funnily enough. That is the path she thought I should take. So I did it. And she wanted me to go into university. But in truth, I never really wanted to go. And had I passed those college courses, I probably would have gone. But to be honest, when I found out I'd failed, there was a part of me that was so glad that I had failed. So I didn't have to go on to university and do another 3, 4, 5 years, however long it would have been, in further education that I didn't want to do. So there was a part of me that was actually so glad that I could now say, well, I can't go to university, I've got to get a job. Now, as I said before, while I was in college, towards the end, I was actually applying for roles. I was applying for apprenticeships and I applied for numerous ones. And as I said, towards the end of college coming to an end, I actually got 2 acceptances from 2 different companies, 2 completely separate apprenticeships. So by the end of college, even though I'd failed those courses, I actually had 2 job offers on the table ready for me to pick from. I'd done both companies' interview processes, gone through all of that, and ultimately got accepted. So as I said, I picked one of those apprenticeships, the one that I thought was best suited for me. And honestly, I've never looked back. I started at the lowest level job and I've just worked hard for the last 13 years, progressing from role to role, position to position, getting promotions, different things like that. And I've ended up where I've ended up now, where I am a senior in the team that I'm in. As I said, it's a telecoms company, but I'm a senior in the department that I'm in. And I have no degree and I have no university, masters or anything like that, no experience whatsoever. But it hasn't held me back, because having the right attitude and having the right work ethic can be as good as anything. Now, as I said, there are jobs such as being a teacher or going into law, things like that, that probably require you have to have a degree. But there are plenty of the roles that don't require it. So don't lose sleep over the fact that, you might not have a degree or you're not going to get a degree. Because don't forget as well, university isn't something that you have to do at a young age. I know plenty of people that later in life have chosen to do degrees, alongside having a job. They didn't want to do university at the time when they were younger, but later in life have decided what path they want to take and gone down that route later in life, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that either. Quite often, we as youngsters decide we want to go down a path, but as life goes on, we decide actually this isn't for us. And quite often that happens with people who do degrees. As I said, there are people in my office. In my office, there's a team of about 16 people, and I believe 7 or 8 of them have degrees, and they're all varying different degrees. But ultimately, it doesn't matter what any of them are, because none of them are actually using the degree, not for the role that they're doing. And yeah, I guess it's great, and maybe they could use that degree later in life as they maybe change job roles and things like that. But like I say, my point is, I've got the same job as them and I don't have a degree. The difference is, whilst they were at university, I was grafting, working hard, working up the ranks. And yes, I've had to work probably a bit harder than them to get the same job. But ultimately, I was earning money whilst they were taking out loans for university. So they came out with 20, 30,000 worth of loans that they have to pay back. I was earning money throughout that whole period and actually came out, I had savings and I was saving towards a house deposit by the time a lot of these guys got out of university. So again, there were advantages to not going. But, I'll leave it there. But, you get my point that really it's not the end of the world if you've got bad results. And, don't be upset over it. Don't lose sleep. It is not the end of the world. Life goes on. There are plenty more opportunities for you. You just got to have a good mindset, a good work ethic, and be willing to take on new opportunities that come your way. Because I'm sure plenty of opportunities will, and I'm sure you'll be great at them. Right then, guys, if you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'm super close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could help me get there, I would be so very grateful. All right then, guys, I will catch you in the next one.